Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I have a 15-year-old son, Jacob. When I was 18, I married a classmate I was dating. We were stupid teenagers and I got pregnant. He really wanted to have a kid, so I was pressured into having Jacob, even though I hated being pregnant and taking care of him. Our families were so disappointed that they demanded we give the baby up to somebody so that we can focus on our education. We didn't, and Jacob was about 6 months old when his dad died in a motorcycle crash. About a year after I gave Jacob up to my great aunt, she legally adopted him and my life got so much better. I finished up my education, and by the time I was 26, I became the manager at a club. When Jacob was 11, my great aunt was diagnosed with an illness and it was determined she could no longer care for him. So, as per her wishes, I took Jacob back and began working nights so that I could care for him, even though I hate working nights. I have changed my entire schedule to accommodate for him. I never wanted to take somebody to basketball practice, drop off and pick up a bunch of kids in a carpool, or have noisy Xbox games play throughout my apartment. But I do now and have sacrificed my entire existence for him. And here's the kicker. I actually started to enjoy it because Jacob was so great, and up until a year ago, I was even thinking this was a nice way to live. And then something changed. He got rude, starts throwing his backpack when he comes home. We'll throw away the lunch I make him. We'll sway and he won't ever hug me anymore. We had an argument yesterday because he started watching WWE real loud instead of doing his chores, and that woke me up way too early, and I got very upset when he said I wanted to give him away because I don't. I admitted that I never wanted to have him, but he's not some toy I can just toss away. But instead of thinking about what I said, he just started crying really badly, and this morning, he wouldn't even get out of bed and go to school. He just won't stop hugging me and crying. I've called in sick for tonight, but I'm just wondering if I was wrong to handle it how I did. One of my friends said she would have divorced her husband if he said that to their son. Dude, I just want to cry for the kid, man. I think it's the fact that he knew that his mum didn't want to take care of him. Like, why would you say something like that to your kid? You never ever tell your kid that you don't want them. It's the fact that she admitted it, you know? She was like, yeah, I never wanted to have you, but here we are. You never say that, because now he's going to remember that for the rest of his life, that his mum never wanted him in the first place. Like, how do you feel about that? If your own parents told you that, obviously you'd freaking feel terrible. So did Jacob already know that she gave him away to her aunt? I thought it was going to be like a secret thing where Jacob doesn't know who his mum is, but I'm guessing they never hid it. He just knows that the great aunt takes care of him and his mum is just very busy or something, right? It's also the fact that she was like, oh, I never wanted to do this, I never wanted to do this, I never wanted to do this. You shouldn't have any of those thoughts where, you know, you don't even want him, you don't like him, you never wanted to have him, you don't want to do anything with him, because you had the kid, man. You brought the kid into this world. How are you not going to treat them right? Did they ask to be brought into this world? Nope. You brought them into this world, so treat them well. That's what my mum always taught me. Like, if you choose to bring a kid into this world, you should treat them amazing, because they never asked to be here in the first place. And I'm guessing he's always been insecure about this. That's why he said that to her, that you never wanted me anyways. And then she had to be like, yeah, I never did. Jeez, man, that's not how you do it. You should be like, no, that's not true. I've always wanted you. You're the only kid that I love, but not. She really be acting like a teen, dude. My dad passed away 2 weeks ago. Me, my wife Candace, and my daughter Shiloh and her stepsisters flew to my hometown to attend the funeral. After that, we got 2 hotel rooms, one for me and Candace, one for the girls. While I was in the room, I got a call from Shiloh at 11 p.m. crying and sounded like she was arguing with her stepsisters. I asked what the matter was, and she told me that her stepsisters insisted that she sleep on the floor. There was one large bed in the bedroom and there was enough space for all 3 girls to sleep on. I asked why and she said she didn't know. I went to see what the issue was and talked with my stepdaughters about it. They kept talking but didn't really explain why they told her to sleep on the floor. They just shrugged and said, it's better this way, we're more comfortable this way. I told Shiloh to grab her things, and when one of my stepdaughters asked where we were going, I told her I was booking her a hotel room. Both looked upset but didn't say anything, but they must have called their mum because she was awake when I got back and started arguing with me about giving Shiloh an entire hotel room for herself. I explained why I did it, but she said I wasted money and that Shiloh could have sucked it up for one night on the floor. I called her unreasonable for saying this, but she told me I showed the girls that I'm playing favourites and made my stepdaughters share a room while I gave my daughter an entire room for herself. We went home and Candace is still bringing it up, saying I mishandled this. She even pointed out how my stepdaughters are upset since they're not speaking to me. As if the mum's on her own daughter's side. Your own daughter told your stepdaughter to sleep on the floor. You want your stepdaughter to suck it up, but you don't want your husband to be fair about it, to give Shiloh her own bed too? Hypocrite. Seriously? She's like, oh my god, you're playing favourites, but she's playing favourites too by telling Shiloh to suck it up. Man, I've had enough of these stories. Jeez, I just don't get some of these people. Like, they're just getting mad over stuff that aren't worth to be mad over, you know? Like, they already paid for the hotel room, so there's no point arguing anymore. Who cares? Just leave it at that. I feel like once something is in the past and you don't need to bring it up anymore, and bringing it up will just cause an argument, there's no point bringing it up. There's just no point. Sometimes you just gotta let things go and not let your ego get to you, dude. Her stepdaughters are nasty, man. They don't want to sleep on the same bed. They're more comfortable sleeping with each other. But they want their own sister to sleep on the floor. Yeah, nasty siblings. Well, that's it for the video. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!